Morning, this is Gracie Opulenza. I'm all about opulent and eccentric lifestyle, and you can find out a lot more about me on gracieopulenza.com. Over the years, I've reviewed hundreds and hundreds of five-star hotels. So what makes and what is trending in Koh Samui currently in 2024 when it comes to condominium stays, when it comes to long-term stays? What is making my rentals being snapped up within a week? And I'm going to compare. I have rented for many years in Italy and also in Thailand and Vietnam, Malaysia, notorious, even Laos, notorious rentals. And I'm going to talk to you what you need to understand if you want to capture a long-term rental market here in Koh Samui. Just reminding you, the island that is currently filming The White Lotus Season 3. And you can look at 4 seasons where it's been filmed on menstylefashion.com and also Gracie Opulenza. I've been there, I've reviewed the 4 seasons, everything's not AI. You'll see that they're filming in the villas. What does a 4-season villa looks like? So Koh Samui, currently this month and next month, the 4 seasons, season 3, The White Lotus, HBO Max. Now back to Koh Samui. Traffic tourism is up 50% compared to last year. What will get your rental rented within less than a week that I did? What does it take for the long-term rental market is in high demand? So I'm going to give you a 2-bedroom townhouse and why it rents so fast. First of all, your swimming pool. This is an 18-metre pool. I have another one on the property. If you don't have your pool clean, functioned, you're not going to get anywhere. The pool, it's the heart and the soul of a condo. And you also have to have strict rules for residential condo rental, which when I came here, that was not in place, so I put all this in place. There's, especially when you've got young families, which is in high demand here in Koh Samui. Not everyone likes screaming kids. Not everyone likes kids jumping in the pool. So when you're going to look for long-term rental, do not get mixed up between holiday rental and residential rental. We are residential rental, so there are stricter rules. No jumping in the pool, no screaming children, no parties around the pool, no glass around the pool, no weeing in the pool. So that is what a residential high-end property will command. The other thing is we have over nearly 85 gorgeous trees and coconut trees. The property mass here you will not find in the new condos anymore. This is 15 years old, so in Koh Samui it's really rare to find property that has big land mass as this. This is rare. I can tell you the new properties, the new condos being built, you can't even swing a cat in it. You will not have 2 18-metre pools as I have, and the other one is further down. Again, residential property will have different rules. Make sure when you're looking for long-term rental, like that screaming kid, I've told that family once before, just be mindful of other residences. So be mindful, it's not a holiday rental. Long-term residential rental will have stricter rules. No splashing in the pool, no jumping in the pool, no nakedness around the pool, no weeing in the pool, no screaming children. Because you have to respect the condo, other people owning the condo. And the conflict of interest, if you're having Airbnb coming in, which we're very strict on. This isn't a holiday resort, it's residential. So that's what makes a good long-term residential condo, something that is run properly, properly managed, properly maintained, and strict on children. There's a lot of children, a lot of young families, digital nomads that have come onto the island of Koh Samui, but don't put them in school. So I found this year we had to be a lot clearer in the messages working with agents and private property owners of what is rules here and what is acceptable and what's not acceptable, right? So that's what makes a good rental. Property maintained. Again, 2 18-metre pools, very rare now in Koh Samui. All the new properties are not, you can't even swing a cat, you're not even going to get the pool size with such a short amount of condos, which is 24 condos here. And there are a lot of big complexes, 300 2-bedroom condos with one pool this size. So this is very rare, very niche, a beautiful oasis. We've got over 85 gorgeous trees. We're in the area of Soi 8, Choeng Mon Beach, Malia Hotel, Kabinski Hotel, the Hyatt's not far from us as well. And again, your view. Look at this view, unobtrusive view. Yeah, you got a little bit of the roofs here of the property next door, which is privately owned, but wait till you see upstairs. So Choeng Mon Beach, Koh Samui Island, currently filming The White Lotus Season 3. Next year, the demand of Koh Samui is going to be just unbearable because of The White Lotus Season 3. Long-term rental I'm talking about. What makes a good long-term rental in 2024 for Koh Samui, and what I find doesn't exist in a lot of rental properties because the owners don't want to invest, they don't care, they just want the money. That's not me. So here, everything in this 2-bedroom townhouse condo has been updated. I have chosen IKEA furniture, kitchen appliances only because it's easy to replace if anything breaks down. So metal, I've gone for metal. Again, rental long term, they're not going to care too much about your property. I've gone from the rope art chairs, comfortable, looks fantastic because you want the outdoor living. So a lot of properties here have wooden, broken furniture that does not bear well for long-term rentals. And you'll get that in your feedback. Again, I'll reiterate, long-term residential only metal, doesn't get damaged, you can leave in the rain. The rope chairs look fantastic, are robust. The chairs you can also, the covers take off, right? For maintenance, chosen IKEA interior, furniture and kitchen due to easy replacing. I've added my own personal touch, the lanterns from Hoi An. I will be taking these down. Again, people that are long-term rental won't care about it. Keep it simple. If you don't want anything lost, damaged or stolen, take it off. Right, curtains. Keeping your curtains dry cleaned, I find really hard to do here in Koh Samui. So there, I'm talking about long-term residential, what's going to get you to rent your property out within a week. Keep your curtains cleaned. Look at that for review. 85 trees, 2 18-metre pools. Now, I've also opted for easy, keeping the curtains clean, nothing broken, just hooks, very easy. Again, when I took over this property, they were broken. You can't have things that are broken. You can't have exposed electricity sockets. Make sure that they're all working. Wi-Fi, long-term rental, digital nomads. You're always going to look for a Wi-Fi. Make sure you set it up where it's not in the way of anything so it affects the Wi-Fi. Again, all IKEA cupboards. I'm for just to keep everything safe. Now, you can hear that kid screaming in the background, residential. I'm going to go down again and say, please, we don't want to hear you screaming, kids. That's the difference to a holiday resort to a residential. And we're very, very strict on it, right? No one wants to hear screaming kids at 8 in the morning. You get a lot of Thai carers that don't speak English. Why do you go so cheap on your childcare, right? Now, So make sure that your Thai au pair has the skills and ability to look after your child. That child is French, she's Thai, that there's no language communication and therefore you have issues like this. It's always protecting your oasis. Residential long term is different to holiday and Airbnb. This is residential long term. IKEA furniture, it's all new because it's easy to maintain, easy to keep clean, and things go broken like the chair leg here. You just order a new one, screw it back on. And you can look at my reviews of IKEA kitchens and even this pleather sofa. Leather in the heat, don't recommend it, right? So, residential long-term rental. You want to rent your place out in a week? This is how you're going to do it. Make sure that your lanterns are working. Make sure the light bulbs are working. Make sure all your lights are all working, right? You'll be amazed. Make sure that your sockets are screwed on properly, not broken, where your renters can get electrocuted. Right? It's a IKEA TV cabinet, very light, very easy to move around. If things get broken or if you want to replace it, there you go. TV, very minimalistic. Whatever you don't want, stolen, damaged, then you put away, right? Don't just get rid of anything that's personal, sentimental value, because your long-term rentals, they don't care. Remember, it's tropical. They're going to come in and out no matter what you say. Please don't come here with the water. Please don't sit on the sofa in your wet costume. I'm not here. I don't know what they're going to do about it. But what you do, film absolutely everything before you rent it out. Film absolutely everything before you rent it out. Make sure that you take photos. And I would, situation like this, 2-month deposit, so that there is no discrepancy when the owners or when the renters are leaving. Also, my top tip, every month get them to film. Just make sure that's all in the contract. I want you to film the property, the furniture, just want to see how everything's going. And if they are hesitant or they won't do it and it's in the contract, then you know you're in trouble. You know you've got to act on your renters. Again, keep it clean, plastic boxes tucked away so that they can just store stuff. You will be amazed. I walked in here, this 2-bedroom house had no storage at all. No storage whatsoever. So make sure you give your long-term residential people storage. That's a shoe cabinet there. Look, I've put hooks, again from IKEA, so you can hang your handbags. Because the last thing you want, and this has all been newly painted, is that you don't want them, of course they're going to dirty your doors. Now here in the Koh Samui island, it's not like Italy where they need to repaint it, or Europe, yeah? So the more that you can help them not touching those walls, the better. Make sure your fan and your air conditioning have spots where they can put them. You get these broken, they're costly. This, when I came, hanging out, all wires, sockets, horrendous. Okay, gonna need to clean that. So that's how meticulous I am. Long-term residential here. We're looking at 2 18-metre pools, 85 beautiful trees. This is a residential long-term rental tip. It's not an Airbnb, it's not a holiday resort, so be very clear that it's managed well and you're very, very, very clear on the rules. So we're just going to go up for a moment. I'm going to pause. So I'm talking about if you want to rent out your residential condo 2-bedroom property in a week, this is how it's going to happen. Talk to people over and over. Bad renters. Fans not working. It gets really hot here. Brand new fans. Ken, I've gone for the highest quality of fans. This is wood. It looks good. It's new. It pushes the the cool breeze down. Carrera air conditioning, brand new. Measured it for the size of this property. How many of you have got leaking air conditions in your house? How many of you got air conditionings too small for the size of the room? You're not going to have here, anyone that comes in here always says it's like Antarctica. We've done our research. Update your 15-year-old air conditioning them. Service them often. My electricity bill dropped 60% when I upgraded to the latest fans and to the latest air cons. Make sure that you are very, very clear on the size that will cool the room. No use getting a small air con that in the end won't cool the room down. Get the filters cleaned every 3 months. Get a professional in. Add these, this is the cost that you're going to wear, but this is what you want. We're in a residential long-term rental. Want to rent it here on Koh Samui, Thailand? This is how you're going to beat your competition. This is what's trending in 24. This is what long-term families want, or couples. You want to command a higher price? You better match it. Now, I bought this gorgeous table from Chiang Mai, beautifully handcrafted. It's a mistake because it's expensive, it's beautiful, but the renters are not going to look after it. It takes 4 men to get it in, and I'm stressing about it. But I initially bought this property for myself. So that is something I got to think about what to do, or I'm going to put a plastic cover, but again, it's wood. You can sand it down. I can be very clear to the renters to look after it. Will they? I'm not quite sure. But I can certainly make it easier by putting placemats, cup mats so that they don't damage it. Beautiful, beautiful. Again, don't put too expensive items in your property, because if it gets damaged, then you'll be upset. All IKEA, easy to replace, easy to fix, because there's nothing worse in properties. Italians are the worst, and here in Koh Samui, terrible. Dated air cons that are not maintained, fans that are older than Buddha himself, things that are not working, air conditioning the wrong size for the rooms. A lot of lighting here. It's a semi-detached 2-bedroom townhouse. Right. You want to rent your long-term residential property, which is in high demand in Koh Samui, Thailand this year. When the White Lotus Season 3 comes out, you're going to command anything you want. Koh Samui is just growing and growing, 50% more people in the island than before. Top appliances. Does it pay off? It does, because they last longer, they're under guarantee, and they're functional. A Bosch oven. Now, the big game changer here in long-term residential properties is fully furnished kitchens. Before, no one really cared. It's because we've got a lot of digital nomads living here now, young families, Russians, Ukraine. So they want to cook inside. Even though it's cheap to eat in Thailand, these families have their children in international schools, so they want to be away from home. This is an unbelievable, ginormous big kitchen for a 2-bedroom condo. Why did I do it? Because I had the space, because I had in mind families, I had in mind people that want to cook. And have a look at this. Bamboo IKEA kitchen. Put in IKEA kitchen on Gracie Opulenta YouTube. You'll see the disaster that happened, and then IKEA changed it very quickly. That's why, as a rental, I always go IKEA opposed to locals. Now, the reason I do that, I'm not on site, and that is a really big challenge when you don't live on the island. Hence condo management, hence that we know that every week it gets cleaned, it gets monitored. So that's my other top tip. If you're not here and you want your property to be looking good in a long term, then go for a condominium establishment with good management, not easy to find here on the island of Koh Samui. All management has gone here, committee members have improved, and so has the condominium, thanks to me. Again, now, white quartz stone, big mistake. This is not even 6 months old. Look at the stains on it. But I wanted it. I wanted to try it out. It doesn't matter. It just shows that I'm cooked. It is what it is. I wouldn't do it again. Black granite. It's robust. But I tried it. Tiles. You'll be amazed how many townhouses, condominium, long-term rentals do not have tiles on the wall. It's a European thing, a Western thing, highly, highly recommended for hygiene, less painting, and especially when you're renting it out, the durability is fantastic. Also, an extractor fan, not common at all. Make sure that the extractor fan, and it's terrible in Koh Samui and it's terrible in Italy, has a hole that it actually functions, that your food goes out. That's a second-hand one that was hardly used. I've boxed everything in. It looks good. It looks clean. Now, make sure your extractor fan has a hole that goes out to your property, which this does. I've gone for 2 fridges as why. It's so hot. So this is my drinking fridge, my beer fridge, cold drinks. Especially with families, you can never have too many fridges. So I think it's a great idea. An oven, long-term residential, you want to rent it out quick, put an oven in, put fridges in, fully working appliances. Make sure your kitchen is not falling apart. The reason I've gone for bamboo, incredibly robust. The reason I've gone for drawers, functional, anything that breaks down, IKEA Bangkok, make an order and it's fixed. And this is, you don't find the quality kitchens like I have done, but it is also my home and I've decided to rent it out. Double light, look at that, very, very beautiful, not common here in the island of Koh Samui, setting the trend. This is what higher prices are commanding. This is what's going to get you high prices, long-term, residential only. Remember, it's not a holiday resort. Residential commands different rules. No jumping in the pool, no weeing in the pool, no kids screaming, no kids naked, and just keeping everything clean. No swimming in the pool before 8, no swimming in the pool 9. If you want to go and party, go to a holiday resort, to a beach resort. So really be careful what you're renting. Again, all IKEA, anything breaks down, it's easy to change, easy to monitor. Make sure you film everything before it's rented it out. Make sure you take photos. And for me, every month I want just a short video showing me the state of the property. If your renters refuse to do it and it's in the contract, then you know in trouble. In a condo, you've got management. You can get management stepping in, police stepping in immediately, especially when you're not on site. These are my top rental tips. It's all been painted, beautiful. Also, it's entirely up to you, but nice plates. Count all these so that you know when you come back everything's replaceable. Even all these bamboo trays, tea towels, plates. Well, it's tropical. Make sure you offer them containers for their food. Again, just number it, write it down because everything costs. Here is cups and glasses. Look, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. Look at that. You can offer your espresso machine, you can offer your frother, you can offer your juicer, which is very popular. That down to you. Again, note it down. Or also say if it's broken down, they have to pay for it. You can give them that option. For me, I'm taking it away. I don't want the hassle. Get your own, right? Here, ovens, make sure you count the trays, make sure also the oven's cleaned. Just be strict. New microwave oven appliances, Samsung, Bosch. Can't go wrong with them. Good appliances will last a long time normally, right? Microwave, make sure you got a microwave. Now there is a dishwasher missing here. I didn't want to put it in it. Simple reason I didn't want a dishwasher, they break down, the water's hard, the water pressure is hit and miss at times. That's why a lot of places do not have a dishwasher, because they don't last and they're more hassle than you're worth. Can it be a negative for rental? Well, cleaners and maids are very inexpensive. If you don't want to wash your dishes, pay for one. I've gone for a massive quartz sink, very expensive for IKEA, but that's great for cleaning and washing dishes. Then your gold tap. Now for keeping the dishes dry is the water tray. I've done a review so they can put it here. And the reason I've done that is it keeps the dishes clean, that the renters may continue to keep it clean. It gives you a lot more cooking space for the benches, and it's fantastic. They naturally dry, and it's a call to action to the renters that you don't need to leave all your dirty plates in there. Keep it clean. Again, long-term residential rental tips 2024, Koh Samui. Want to rent your condo out, your two-bedroom house out? This is what's going to set you apart from the rest. It's interior designed thanks to IKEA. 2 18-metre pools, maintained, pumps, condo management is efficient, receptive and on the ball. I've met lots of people this week that are inquiring. Make sure your fans are up to date and that they're working. Make sure that your aircon size will cool down the room. Make sure that your aircon is filters cleaned, maintained. And I go for the Carrera brand, which is a top brand for durability. Cut my cost of electricity down by 60% by putting new appliances, aircon and fans. 15-year-old condo, have a look at it. The bone structure walks all over to the new condos that are being built. 2 pools at 18 metres is rare. You will not get that anymore in Koh Samui, Thailand. I have 2, another one down. We've got 85 trees, which means lots of birds, lots of nature, an awesome oasis. Again, you're not going to get that in the new condos or villas even. I know for a fact because I can see them. Make sure you tile wall to ceiling your kitchen for hygiene, durability and maintenance. Make sure that everything is fully functioned and working. Video, take photos, count everything in an itinerary so it's all very clear. Don't be afraid to be quite upfront, bold and strict with your tenants, because they know who they're dealing with, and that's up to them if they choose to work with you or not. Good bone structure sofa that's not falling apart, that's comfortable. You want them. 9 times out of 10, you look after your tenants, they'll look after you. Again, storage, hooks, that's a shoe from IKEA, a shoe box, handbags. Give them as much storage as you can so that everything can be well maintained. They're not kicking shoes hitting that freshly painted wall. That's a shoe rack from IKEA if anything breaks. Again, easy to replace. Air conditioning and fan, remotes, call to action so they don't go lost, they don't end up in the pool and they don't break. Again, make sure you take photos and videos so that when your tenants leave, everything's at a cost. I would definitely, it's not common in Koh Samui, but 2-month rental to cover cost. Outdoor, get rid of wood if you want to continue to paint it. It rots. Plastic IKEA, easy to maintain. I've got a little bit of a storage here for towels, swimwear, sunscreen, right? Keep it clean. Anything that you don't want damaged, don't leave it in your rental. These lanterns are for me from Hoi An, Vietnam. They'll be taken down because they're not going to pull them down in the heat. They're not going to pull them down in the rain. And that's hence why I've gone for robust furniture. Lots of storage here so that when they come in, easy drawers to pulling out. If you've got a family, teenagers, they can just throw their junk and hide it away. Shoe storage here. A little bit messy on the right because I was just filming. Lets me come down, you know. Look, these are from IKEA hooks. This is where I put my bags. They look fantastic. It's a wall of art. And also people can hang their stuff. And then shoe racks. Oh, so cluttery, so disgusting and yuck. So, look, there's no excuse. They won't be kicking anything here. I mean, I could put a wooden thing here if I was pedantic, but make sure your lights are functioning. Make sure your sockets are not falling out. Again, film all this before you rent. Good Wi-Fi contracts. Wonderful. Now, fortunately, let me see if I can go upstairs just to show you the phenomenal view. Right, bathrooms. Again, this place had no storage. IKEA bamboo kitchen, bamboo, very robust. Anything breaks down, easily to repair. I want to show you the back here. Gorgeous. So many birds. I get woken up by birds. I love that. Dedicated garage, dedicated parking spot here. That's my car there. Again, it's a condo. Make sure it's maintained. That's fantastic. It's rare now, a lot of building work in Koh Samui, tragically. So that's really rare to have. Okay, you've got bathroom. I didn't change much in the bathroom at all. Make sure that the taps are not broken. Sockets, easy to find. Storage, there was no storage in here at all. Just quickly put that. The toilet seats were disgusting. Changed that. And so was the tap. That's all I done here, right? And then storage here. Just really simple, right? If you want, you can put your baskets, bamboo baskets here, you know, they can do, but keep it very simple. Give them some storage. Lights that work, low money-saving lights. Everything that works. Handles that works, doors that lock. Just to give you an idea of, it's around 140 square metres. I've had this all recently painted. Why would you do that when you're just about to rent it? Hadn't been paid in 15 years. And it's also very easy for me for the deposit, making it clear, well, it's been newly painted. They can't argue with you. 2-month deposit I'm asking for. That's the new... You know, there's a lot of rentals out here, but I've got the top. I've got new furniture. I've got top fans and air cons that are new. That is what's going to stand me for apart. A lot of people that are rent here normally hunt for better properties because they're just fed up with your landlord not having the disposable income to maintain the property, which I have. I'm going to come up here now. Wooden stairs. Again, this condo is 15 years old. Isn't that gorgeous? IKEA kitchen, beautiful table. I would say it was a mistake, but I love this table, and I could put a glass top on it. I'll think about what I'm going to do there. Incredibly large kitchen for Koh Samui. Again, keep it very minimalistic. This, I'll probably just get rid of this because I won't look after it. These are around €100. I love them. Now I've put new tile, wooden inspired tiles. This was laminate. The trend here in Koh Samui, if you can afford it, is wooden tiles. You're in the tropics. Okay, coming through. This is my view from the top. This is private. Pool there. This is 2 18-minute pools from there. But look at this view. And I've got this view, panoramic view. I'll show you also. I've got people in the office, so can't really film. Make sure your air cons are protected. Good seats, covering. One's missing here because I've just taken it in. Here it is. You see what I mean with, this is wood, it needs painting, which we'll do. Not a big fan of it, want to get rid of it. Because I'm not on site, don't want the hassle. So again, 2 18-metre pools. Look at 85 trees. The land mass of my condominium is very rare in Koh Samui now. You're not going to find it in the new builds. So if you opt for a 10, 15-year-old condominium house, I can't show you from here. There is Choeng Mon Beach, Malaya, Kapinski. Very, very popular with families. Right, so again, whatever you don't want in your condominium or in your house, isn't this a gorgeous local mirror? I chose it because look at that view. Excuse a little bit of a mess. Just going to show you this view. I can't show you too much again. Make sure you have plenty of storage for your renters. Have a look at this for an office view / bedroom. Really, really rare. And I put this in. If I can just come back a little bit. I know. And IKEA, I love these. Really simple. Up and down again. All IKEA. Because if it breaks, easy to replace. Make sure you, right? Nothing flashy. Keep it simple. It's a rental. And I just want to show you, make sure you got storage. There was absolutely no storage because this is what it'll end up having. And my clever husband did this. I thought this was great. Existing wardrobe. And this is all IKEA. This is actually 3 people's clothing. I don't have a lot here because of the heat. But look at that. Really simple he did. I think that's a fantastic storage hack. And it'll do. And it's a 2-bedroom house, so 3 people maximum. And I painted it green. Door handles still on. Again, remember, dedicated remote hooks. Keep them on there so that they don't get lost, they don't get damaged. Just want to show you also here, get a bit messy here. Lighting, mood lighting, I love this. They're wireless lighting and they're from IKEA. And finally, okay, this is debatable. The Thais say you never have a fan underneath the bed, but because of a view like this, I like to sleep with the windows open as much as I can. So hence the ceiling fan above your bed. And here, again, when you don't have proper storage, this is what happens. So we just put this IKEA cupboard here. I'm in the process of moving things in and out, so that's why it looks a bit messy. So make sure that they have storage or storage underneath. This was really yucky, so I painted this. Make sure your sinks are clean and you'll be amazed. A plunger. Make sure you have a plunger for when things get stuck in your toilet. Quite common in Koh Samui. Plunger. And again, well, you got to live. There you go. So here I've put, there's a 2nd bedroom in there, we can't go in there, but you get the idea. And wooden tiles popular everywhere now. This is all laminate. Don't put laminate down, put wooden tiles because you're in the tropics, easy to clean from mould, unlike wood, and it's robust. And you know, people will be running up here wet in their swimwear towels. The more that you tell them not to, they will. So tiles everywhere. And there we go. So that are my top tips. Again, be very clear, residential is very different to Airbnb and booking.com. So people that do come through here, there's a lot long term now. I'm very, very strict. This is an Airbnb, this is not a holiday resort, and this is not booking.com. Strict rules. No jumping in the pool, no parties in the pool, no weeing in the pool, no screaming kids, no naked kids, and a lot more. You hear that? That's what a residential condo should sound like. Share your thoughts. 2024 Koh Samui residential tips on wanting to rent it fast and how you're going to stand out above the rest. The White Lotus Season 3 being filmed here, the demand on this island is just going to become more and more. Share your thoughts. What do you think? What have I done wrong? What could I do to improve it?